Hello Internet, this is Aaron here. Today we're going to be discussing which support weapon should you use when you're running a support class in Battlefield 4. I want to tell you by the end of this video you're going to know which support weapon is the best weapon, and there is only one to use. First on the list is the LSAT. Maximum damage is 25, minimum damage is 18. Fire rate 650 rounds per minute, magazine size 100 bullets. Do not use it, don't be bothered, there's no need for it. Next on the list is the M60E4. Maximum damage is 34, minimum damage is 25. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 75 meters. Fire rate is 570 rounds per minute, magazine size is 100. Again, pointless gun, do not use it. Next on the list, QBB 95-1. Maximum damage is 25, minimum damage is 18. Fire rate is at 650 rounds per minute. Magazine size, oddly enough, it's 81 rounds. Don't use it. Type 88 LMG. Maximum damage 25, minimum damage 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate is 700 rounds per minute, which is on the high end when it comes to LMGs and heavy machine guns. Magazine size is 200 rounds. It's a fun gun if you want to play around with it, but it's not something that I would recommend using. MG4, maximum damage 25, minimum damage 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8 meters, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate is 800 rounds per minute. Magazine size is 200. Now this gun is a pretty interesting weapon because of its fire rate, which is 800 rounds per minute. So it really stands out in that category. It can be used, if used properly, it can be a deadly weapon on a battlefield. It's one of my personal favorites, so if you want to give it a shot, you're more than welcome to. Next on the list is the RPK-74M. Maximum damage is 25, minimum damage is 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate is 600 rounds per minute. Magazine size is 46. This is one of those weapons that EA sometimes releases that is just pointless. That it's there because, I don't know, I guess they needed to list that they have a certain amount of weapons for support class, and they're not really sure, okay, we're missing one, let's make this, and this is absolutely pointless. It does not stand out in any category other than reload, due to the fact that it's a clip-fed machine gun. So don't use it. Again, don't use it. Don't use it because it has a fast reload. Just don't. Just don't. There's no point. Next on the list, U100 MK5. Maximum damage 25, minimum damage 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate is at 590 rounds per minute. Magazine size is 46. This is just like the case of the RPK-74U. There is no point of using it. There really is not. You can play with it and I guess do fairly okay. But then again, you can do that with most weapons if you just play the weapon not your game style, because they're not all meant to be played the same way. But it's definitely not something that I would recommend for a support class. Next on the list is the M249, or the SAW. Maximum damage 25, minimum damage 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate 800 rounds per minute. Magazine size 200. Now this weapon is fairly interesting because of its fire rate and basically ability to cut people in half. It's a good gun, especially if you just want to kind of hop around the corner and just spray, just hold the trigger down, spray it. It's very easy to control. So if you're a beginner and you're struggling with some of the weapons that have a higher kick, this is definitely a gun that I would recommend to use. However, it is not the best gun out there. Next on the list is the RPK-12. RPK 12, maximum damage 25, minimum damage 18. Damage drop-off starts at 8 meters, ends at 65 meters. Fire rate is 600 rounds per minute. Magazine size 61. And again, it falls into the same category as the RPK 74 and the same category as the U100. It has a fast reload, and that's about it, what it has going for it. So just don't. Next on the list is the PKP. Maximum damage 34, minimum damage 25. Damage drop-off starts at 8 meters, ends at 75 meters. Fire rate is 600 rounds per minute. Magazine size is 100. Now this gun is probably one of my favorite ones, just because of the sheer damage that it causes. You can pretty much kill somebody in 4 shots, unless you're running defense perk, which most people are. Then you will need those extra bullets to finish them off. And most people claim that this is the absolute best support weapon. Bravo or M240 Bravo, however you want to call it. Maximum damage of this beast is 34, minimum damage is 25. Damage drop-off starts at 8, ends at 75 meters, which is the same as all the heavy machine guns. Now what's interesting about this one is the fire rate. The fire rate is 650 rounds per minute, which is on the low side for support weapons, but it's on the high side when it comes to heavy machine guns. What that means is that you're going to be able to fire more rounds down range that cause tremendous damage, because 34 damage is really huge damage. Magazine size is 100. Again, when you have those big magazine drums, I'm not even going to mention reload times because they're 6 seconds or more, even more than 6 seconds. So if you gotta switch your magazine, you're probably better off just switching to your sidearm and just not reloading it. This gun, as you probably can see in the video, is capable of engaging multiple targets and just pretty much taking out 5-6 people at a time before you even need to reload. And the way I like to play it, I like to play it with the suppressor because of my playstyle. I like to flank around, I like to be behind enemy, someplace where they don't expect me to be. So I'm trying to stay off that minimap as much as I can, and therefore I use silencer. It can be kind of tricky to use it with the silencer. The biggest trick, I guess, to be able to control this weapon is burst fire. And I know a lot of people talk about burst fire, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I haven't seen a video that just straight up tells you do not hold that trigger down, because you're not gonna hit anything. I mean, this weapon is meant to be burst fire, and if you just close your eyes and listen to the audio feed and how I fire this weapon, you're gonna hear that it's not a consistent just holding my trigger down, my lead finger, no, holding it down. No, it's probably between 7 and 15 round bursts depending on the situation. You can hold the trigger if you're you go around the corner, there's a guy there, just hold that trigger, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But if you want to engage multiple targets at ranges surpassing, let's say, 5-6 meters, you want to burst fire that gun. And if you give it time, and I don't mean time like 6 months, I mean time like a couple of days, and you get used to the way the gun plays, I guarantee you're gonna be getting some pretty crazy kill streaks and pretty crazy amounts of kills, and especially on maps that are infantry heavy, such as Metro. We all know that, or Locker, fan favorite, I guess, for some reason. But yeah, just this is, if you want to do good, the support class. You can do it with any weapon. It's just that this weapon is the go-to weapon. It's the best. It's absolutely the best for any kind of situation when it comes to support class. So there's also a few things that I want to kind of discuss, since I still got a couple of minutes left, and there's video playing. I kind of want to pick your guys' brains on a few things. The EA has just posted that they're gonna postpone the Naval Strike. So instead of me, shooting some videos of Naval Strike and maybe posting that, I'm doing the reviews of the support weapons. So before you say F you, EA, just take a chill pill and consider the alternative. Maybe something has changed. Maybe EA was put back on its medications, and they realized that releasing a product that are not working just to meet a deadline will cost them in the long run. Personally, I think it's okay that they make us wait, because I'd rather wait a little longer and get something that works, other than, getting my product, but the product being broken, which seems to be a pattern with EA, really. Having said that, and defending EA a little bit here, I also have to say a few maybe not so pleasant things. My friend, a couple of nights ago, spent some time with support people, because he doesn't like the game. And the support person asked him something that made me laugh, and I quote, they've asked him, "What kind of problems are you having with your gaming experience?" I mean, really? What kind of come on. What kind of problems can one have with the gaming experience in BF4? At this point, you want to get a hold of that person that does the support and just grab them and say, what kind of problems are you having in your life that you do not know what's going on? Didn't you get the memo? I mean, hello? The game's okay. The game's been out for about 4 months, and they have the balls to ask what's wrong with the gaming experience. I mean, at this time you have to wonder, is it possible that most of the EA employees have like a massive group Alzheimer's syndrome? Because this behavior can only be explained by that. I mean, there is no other explanation. What happened between BF2, BF4? I mean, between BF2 and BF4. What happened? Did they fire all the people that knew what they were doing? Did, I don't know, these people became heroin addicts? And they're unfit to work anymore? What happened? And I hate to be all negative, but they're butchering a franchise that I really and truly love. And I cannot just sit here and allow this. And I'm sure there's many people who feel the same way. We've bought all the Battlefield games. We've bought all the expansion packs. We've paid through the nose for premiums, and we've paid double many times over. And, being a loyal customer, this is not something that should happen. It just should. So, there's also other things. I mean, there's people who upgraded their machines. I know I did. And it wasn't only a graphics card. I mean, it was the whole thing. So it's essentially over $1,000 just to get a nice gaming experience. And this is what we're getting. And I don't understand whether they realize how many hardcore Battlefielders they will lose because of this. I mean, I know people who've played all the game from the very beginning. And they're playing racing games right now. And I ask them why. Well, because of the netcode. So here's my advice to you, EA. Okay, this one is like, you don't need to hire me as an outside consultant. This is absolutely free of charge. Just free of charge, use it. Because even though you annoy me, you're like a little puppy, you know. I love you, but you shit on my carpet sometimes. And, you know, it's just that kind of a relationship. Hate, love. So, here's my advice to you. Stop with the dog tags. Stop with the new battle packs. No more community challenges. Let's knife 1,000,000 engineers and let's kill 300 bazillion jets, and stop it. Take all these resources that you're wasting on little shit like that and put it in fixing netcode. And somebody's gonna say, okay, well, not all the people are programmers. They can't really help fixing a netcode in any way. And you know what I say to that? Bullshit. Because here's my reason. I don't care if you have to bring endless stream of coffee and energy drinks to people that can fix the netcode. I do not care if you have to give them foot massages to support them so that they can work longer hours and so that they can work harder on fixing the netcode. Hell, I don't even care if you have to blow your entire IT department 24/7 until this issue gets resolved. Funny side note, BF4 was, when it was released, I got a copy of the game and I got a set of dog tags, the little metal dog tags. And I thought to myself, and that thought did not cross my mind back then. I was like, oh cool, this is awesome. But now, after the game being out for quite some time, this is what I think they should send me instead. They should send me a frickin' pencil and a sharpener so that I can sharpen the goddamn pencil every time when the game crashes, so that I would not have an urge to punch the screen. And when the netcode makes me so angry, I want to chew through my keyboard, I can go and I can take that beautifully sharpened BF4 premium pencil and shove it in my eye. Because if I have to go through so much pain and so much just things that make me angry, I will do it to myself. And I call that the empowerment. With this thought, I leave you guys, signing off until next time. So like I said, guys, there's also the bonus content. This is pretty much what I had to go through with all the times that I was trying to record the soundtrack and something either interrupted me or I stumbled and mumbled and failed. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked a little bit of bonus content, and subscribe, because every subscription is fuel in my tank to make more videos, so it doesn't cost you guys nothing. So just hit that button and subscribe. I would be very grateful to have as many of you guys commenting and subscribing as possible. That would just make me work harder on the videos and try to give you a better content and try to give you 110% of what I got. Thanks again, guys, and hopefully see you in the next video. By the end of this video, you will know.
Who the hell are you talking to?
I'm fucking goddammit son of a bitch! I was almost done. Oh, motherfucker!
What, are you recording something for your video?
Yes! Son of a gun!
Sorry, bro.
Dude, you know what? Why this is so funny? I've been sitting here for 45 minutes, right?
Hold on, my wife. Hold on, sir. Hold on. What? I'm laughing at Pavel. She's like, what are you laughing at?
I have all the stats from support weapons open from Syntech,
Uh-huh.
and I'm basically reading them as I go, kind of skimming through them,
Yeah.
because I need that part. And I was on the second to last support fucking weapon, and I finally got it right, like all of them, you know, without any, this weapon fires, you know, and all that shit, you know, and it was close to goddamn perfection. And
You want me to go to another channel so you can...
Oh, fuck!
I'll go to another channel and you can finish. You gonna play tonight?
I don't know.
You
Because
queer.
if I don't do this fucking thing, and the game is not out. I mean, they have not released the the Naval Assault,
Yeah, so.
which they have supposed to release, but I don't know.
That's today, right?
Well, yeah, but it's not even like on your browser. Usually
Right.
before they do it, there's some kinds of things on the browser, you know, like either the map selection or whatever.
So you're saying that DICE wasn't able to get a video game out on time? Huh, that's weird. Yeah, we paid...
Nothing like that.
We agreed to pay twice as much as it was last time for a much better product, and they haven't delivered.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, kind of. That's exactly what I'm suggesting.